Welcome to Sai Tech Info channel, my dear students. In today's session, we are going to listen to the presentation given by Pavani on the topic of the concept that is refraction in glass slab. Yes, Pavani, you can proceed.
Okay, sir. So today we are going to see about the concept refraction in glass slab. So we have different types of refraction in different objects like prism. So in different objects, but in particularly we are going to see about glass slab in this concept. So now let's see what are the contents present in this concept. First, introduction. That is, in introduction we learn about what is refraction. So second is laws of refraction. Next one is refractive index. And the next one is refraction of light through glass slab. Next one is expression for lateral displacement. And the next one is apparent depth and normal shift. And next we are going to see about atmospheric refraction. And the next is critical angle. And finally, we'll see a concept map, that is summary of the contents. So, and last is concept quiz. In that, you'll have 20 questions as a fill in the blanks to test yourself. So now let's get into the concept. First, let's see what is refraction. So change in path of light due to the change in medium is said to be refraction. In reflection, we would have seen that there is no change in medium, but in refraction, there is change in medium and a change in path of light. So here I have represented a diagram to show how refraction occurs. So glass air, it is two mediums. So glass is a denser medium and air is a rarer medium. So from rarer medium, the ray which passes through rarer medium is the incident ray, and the angle between the normal and the incident ray is represented as I, that is angle of incident, and it is refracted through the denser medium, and the refracted ray and the normal. The angle which is made between the refracted ray and the normal is R, which is angle of refraction.
Yes,
And the
Pavani.
ray,
One
yes,
minute, Pavani. See, that is, you are given here the change in path of light due to change in medium. Okay.
yes, sir.
So you want to describe this or define this as refraction. But
Yes, sir.
what about this refraction? The propagation of an obliquely incident ray of light enter the medium changes at the interface of two media. Okay. So do you want to say that when the light passes through two different media perpendicularly, that is along normal, will there
Normal,
be
yes,
any
sir.
refraction?
Yes, sir. There will be a refraction when it changes from one media to other media.
No,
That
no,
is,
no.
it.
That is, see, the condition is from one medium to another medium, the light
Another media.
travels. That is a path
Yes, sir.
deviation,
Yes, sir.
either towards normal or away from the
Away
normal.
from
What is the
normal. Yes.
important condition here? So the important condition here is it should obliquely incident.
Obliquely.
That
Yes.
is very important
Yes,
because,
sir.
and not only that, in this diagram, you could have shown the perpendicular, the hypothetical line, no, perpendicular hypothetical
Yes,
line,
sir.
imaginary line as normal.
Yes, sir.
You can mention normal also here,
Normal. Okay.
n dash. Okay, so in your
Okay.
next version, you can include that one. And
Okay, sir.
the third one is you can mention about the 90 degree. The perpendicularity can be represented here.
Okay,
And
sir.
you can add one more point here also, that is refraction will not happen. That is it will just, I mean, you can say there is no path deviation when the light travels from one medium to another medium along the normal. It means it is not oblique or able follow. So
Yes, sir.
that is also
Yes, sir.
another important point. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So when it passes through the normal, there is no deviation. So we talk about the phenomenon of refraction where the light is either bent, I mean deviated towards the normal or away from the normal. When it travels from a rarer medium to denser medium, the light bends towards the normal. Is it not? When it is
Yes, sir.
traveling from denser to rarer, it is away from the normal. So that is the basic concept here. Okay, right, good. So you can make these changes in your next version. Okay,
Okay, sir.
next one. We will move.
So
Shall we
next,
move to next slide?
yes, sir.
Right. So that is
Next is
slide number 4.
4. Laws of refraction. There are main important two laws of refraction here. First law is the incident ray, refracted ray, and normal to the refracting surface at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. So this is the first law. And the second law is Snell's law. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is constant for the two given pair of medium. So I have represented this law in terms of equation. So the constant is nothing but mu, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence, that is sine I, to the ratio of sine of angle of refraction, that is sine r. So mu is equal to sine I by sine r, which is the constant. So this represents the second law.
Okay, so here you can mention within the bracket, that is angle of incidence I, then angle of refraction R. Okay, and mu is the
Okay.
refractive index. So whenever you introduce the equation, you please represent the legend also. That is what is
Okay, sir.
what is the symbol representing. I means what, R
Okay.
means what. Okay, right.
Okay.
Let us move to the next one. Fifth slide,
Next
is it?
slide.
Right. Ah.
So next is a refractive index. So mu is equal to sin I by sin r, where mu is the refractive index. So we are going to discuss about refractive index now. First, absolute refractive index. So absolute refractive index is nothing but the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum, that is C, to the ratio of the light in medium, that is B. So mu is equal to C by V. It is an equation formula, mathematical equation formula. So absolute refractive index is the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. So this is absolute refractive index. So next one is relative refractive index. So it is nothing but measure of how much light bends. So when it is refracted, the measure of how much light it bends when it travels from one medium to another. So here we have two cases. Light travels from optically rarer medium to optically denser medium. Then it bends towards the normal. That is, angle I is greater than angle R. Angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. So the second condition is light travels from optical denser medium to optical rarer medium. Then it bends away from the normal. That is, angle of incidence is lesser than angle of refraction. So these are the two mediums. It will be very
Okay.
useful to measure the light, angle of light.
Yes, proceed.
So next is denser medium. So what is denser medium? The speed of light. Yes, sir. So denser medium is the speed of light where which is higher with respect to other medium is denser medium, and the optical density is the ratio of the speed of light in two media. So these are the important terms referred in refractive index.
Okay. So over to slide 6. Okay.
So next is principle of reversibility of light. So in refractive index, we have seen that one medium is respect to other medium. That is, we can represent it as mu 2 to 1. That is, it is referred to second medium with respect to first medium.
Yes, that
It
is
will be represented as mu
it
to
is a
1
refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium.
with respect to first medium.
Okay, good.
So, which is nothing but sin I by sin R, as we have already seen. And mu 1 2 is nothing but refractive index of first procreated. So you should you should note the change in the angle. In first case it was sin I by sin r. In the second case, it became sin r by sin I because the condition changed here. Mu 1 to 2. So principle of reversibility of light is nothing but light ray after suffering from any number of reflection and refraction has its final path reversed. It travels back along its entire initial path. So here we have a diagram here. Medium 1, medium 2, incident ray. It is represented as O to A, OA, that is OA. And the next one is AB. So here I have included a plane mirror here. So it reflects back the ray and so it travels back along its entire initial path. So this is what the concept is. So from this equation, we conclude that if we multiply equation 1 and 2, mu 2 1 into mu 1 2 sin I, which gets cancelled and becomes 1. So mu 2 1 is equal to 1 by mu 1 2.
Okay.
So
So,
the refractive index is reversed here and the medium is also reversed. So this is the final equation.
so shall we
Yes,
say
sir.
principle of reversibility of light is nothing but here in this case the product of mu 21 and mu 12 is equal to 1. In other words, mu 21 is
Yes, sir.
equal to the reciprocal of mu 12. Okay, right,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Right, proceed to the next one. Seventh.
So next concept is refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab. So this is the important concept we have to be known. So the concept which we have seen before are very important to know what is a refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab, how it occurs. So here I have represented the diagram. A, B, C, D is the glass slab, M, N is the incident ray, and NK is the refracted ray. So here KL is the emergent ray, and NC is the undeviated path.
Okay,
So
so
what we have to prove here is
I want to tell here a very important style of presentation. See, that is, you always draw the diagram separately and equation separately, then label separately. So that will be very comfortable. Is it not?
okay, sir.
Otherwise, it is too much
Yes,
congested in
sir.
one slide. So
Yes,
always maintain the,
all
diagram
sure.
separately, and you can put the labels on the left side or at the
Yes.
bottom. Then write down the equation separately, so that it will be very. You can make it as a two slides also by repeating the same diagram. So that will be very comfortable. Okay. Right. Proceed.
Okay, sir. I'll
Proceed.
change.
Uh,
So what we have to prove here is emergent ray is parallel to incident ray. So by using refractive index here, mu G is nothing but the refractive index of glass slab, and mu A is nothing but refractive index of air. And here T is nothing but the BC. T is the thickness of glass slab. So on applying Snell's law, we'll get that mu G by mu A is equal to sine I1 by sine R1. So and the second equation with respect to of second refractive index. So mu A by mu G is equal to sine I2 by sine R2. So by equating both the equations, we'll get sine I1 is equal to sine R2, where R2 is the emergent ray and I1 is the incident ray. So both are equal. If the angles are equal, the rays which pass through the angles are parallel. So we have proved that emergent ray is parallel to incident ray.
okay.
So refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab occurs, and the result is emergent ray is parallel to incident ray.
Right. Ah.
So next is expression for lateral displacement. So lateral displacement is represented as D, and I is the angle of incident and R is the angle of refraction. We have to use the diagram which we used for the refraction of light through a glass slab. So once more, I'll reproduce the diagram here in my second version so that you can understand more clearly. So here T is the thickness of glass slab as I've already told you. And the equation, that is the expression for lateral displacement, is D is equal to T sine I minus R by cos R. We already know sine A minus B is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So we are adopting the trigonometric formula here. So we'll get sin I cos R minus cos I sin R by cos R. So by this, if we know the incident angle and refracted angle and the thickness of the glass slab, we can find the value of lateral displacement easily by substituting in the formula.
Okay. Next.
So next concept is apparent depth and normal shift. So here apparent depth is nothing but the depth of an object immersed in the water appears to be lesser than its actual depth. So what does it mean? Actual depth of the water will be different compared to the apparent depth. So it will be lesser than the actual depth. So here D is the normal shift and D is equal to real depth minus apparent depth, and X is real depth. So the formula we have used here is D is equal to X into 1 minus 1 by mu WA. Here mu is diffractive index with respect to of water to air. So
So
we can
water and
represent
air should be represented as
in the
subscript here in the subscript
subscript.
form.
Yes, sir.
So I'll change that. Okay, now,
Okay, sir.
right.
So in the previous slides, we have seen that mu 1 2, we have represented the refractive index as mu 1 2 and mu 2 1. We can also represent the refractive index like this. That is, for water, we have represented as W, and for air, A. So mu WA represents the refractive index of water with respect to of air.
But generally,
So
by convention in optics, one represents rarer medium, two represents denser medium. So this is
yes,
the
sir.
way you can proceed also. It doesn't mean that is the first medium, second medium. Uh, Normally, that is we take one as a rarer medium, two as
Rare.
denser medium. So in this way you can proceed. Okay.
Okay,
Then
sir.
next one.
So the next one is atmospheric diffraction. So the refraction of light due to the variation in optical density of atmospheric layer is said to be atmospheric refraction. So due to the refraction of sunlight from atmosphere, the sun is visible a little before the actual sunrise and little after the actual sunset. So I have represented it using a diagram. So due to this phenomenon, the atmospheric refraction, we are able to see the sun before the actual sunrise and after the actual sunset. So this atmospheric refraction is the reason behind this mystery.
So
So
this is one of
here
the
I have
natural
represented it
phenomena.
using a,
This is one of the natural phenomena of refraction.
yes, sir,
Okay.
refraction. Yes, sir. Atmospheric refraction. So from the earth, I have drawn a observer. So it is visible before the actual sunrise and after actual sunset.
Okay.
So this is what the diagram represents.
Okay. Next one.
So the final one is critical angle. So critical angle is nothing but the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. That is the angle of incidence in the denser medium. So in the denser medium, the angle of incident for which the angle of refraction compared to the angle of refraction is 90 degree. So here the rarer medium in which the angle of refraction is said to be 90 degree. Here the value of critical angle depends on the nature of the two media in contact. So it is totally dependent on the two medias, that is the nature of two medias.
I think this will be discussed in detail in total internal reflection
In
concept,
total
right?
internal reflection. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, good. Right. Now you can summarize the concept map.
Yes, sir. So this is the concept map in which I'll be summarizing all the topics which we have learned so far in the previous slides. So first, we saw about the laws and the two laws, that is incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal to the refracted surface lie in the same plane. And the second law is mu is equal to sin I by sin r, also said to be as Snell's law. Second concept is diffractive index. Here, mu is equal to c by v. That is the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. So next is in the refractive index, we saw about the principle of reversibility of light. That is mu 21 is the reciprocal of, and the third one is refraction of light through glass slab. So here we prove that emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray. And the next one is lateral displacement. Here D is equal to T sine of I minus R by cos R. So we can expand sine I minus R as sine I cos R minus cos I sine R. And the next one is apparent depth and normal shift. So here we used a equation to represent this. D is equal to x into 1 minus 1 by mu WA. And the last one is, the atmospheric refraction, which is a natural phenomena of refraction. The refraction of light due to the variation in optical density of atmospheric layers. And the final one is critical angle. Here, the angle of incident in the denser media for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. It will be further detailedly explained in the total internal reflection concept.
Okay. So finally, you are given that is a link for quiz.
Quiz, yes,
We
sir.
will give this in the description column so that the students can try this. Okay. So thank you very much,
Okay.
Pavani. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.